What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on my 2023 NFL rookie draft, guys. And I'm going to break down a couple teams who they picked up and what I think about the players, guys. So I'm not going to address the offensive line and most of the defensive guys, right? Or the offensive line or defensive line, right? I'm not going to address that. I'm going to address mostly some of these offensive players and correlate it to fantasy. So, guys, make sure you hit the like button as you come in and subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. So let's begin. First, I'm gonna talk about the first overall pick, Bryce Young. Carolina, you killed it. You didn't get cute. You didn't look at size. And I've been telling y'all a long time when you come to football, because I played football a very long time, size don't matter. Some of the best football players that I saw was undersized. I'm talking about at all positions, from offensive line, defensive line, corner, quarterback, any position, even in other sports, basketball. The guys, look at Allen Iverson. Like guys that are small, it doesn't mean that you can't play the game. But when it comes to playing somebody a bunch of money, usually they like you to be a certain size. And I get it. It makes them feel better. But Bryce Young was the best quarterback in this draft. You had to take him. I believe another player was the best player in the draft. But if I'm Carolina, I got to get the best quarterback. That's what I need, right, for my team. So Bryce Young, he killed it. Let's move on. Next, the number two pick of the draft, guys, from the Houston Texans was C.J. Stroud. I was a little bit surprised. I thought they might have moved back and try to get somebody else later and get another first pick for another year. But they went on and got C.J. Stroud. If they like C.J. Stroud, then that's excellent. Go ahead and get C.J. Stroud if you like C.J. Stroud. That's just simple, right? If you done your own film breakdown and you see C.J. Stroud making the throws that he needs to make in order to play in the NFL game, then you go and pick that guy up. No questions asked. So I think if the Texans they feel good about their pick, I feel good about it, right? That's what it's about. You can't let other people dictate what you're going to do in the draft. You got to go after what you want, right? Okay, so let's move on to the number three pick, and Houston moved back down again and got Will Anderson. And I'm gonna talk about a little bit about Will Anderson because it was just a back-to-back pick. Will Anderson, guys, I don't believe that he's going to be a Michael Parsons or a T.J. Watt, but is he one of the best pass rushers in this draft? Yes, he is. So if they want to go and pick up Will Anderson and get double picks like that to help that defense be able to, because you got to be able to rush the passer. People are going to get up on you. So if you can't rush the passer, you can't win games in the NFL. You don't got to have a top of the line defense, but you do have to have a team or defensive ends that can get after the passer, right? You can win a Super Bowl that way. Kansas City didn't have a top defense, but they had some pass rushers like Chris Jones, and other guys. So yes, I thought Houston, for you to go and get what you wanted out of this draft, hey, I commend you for that. It's not about what other people are doing. Number four pick. Now I feel a lot different about the number four pick. I think Anthony Richardson has a chance to be a good player, but what I took him for number four and have to wait 3 to 4 years maybe, or maybe play him this year, I don't know. I just don't know if this guy can come out and make the throws that he needs to make. Right? I think this guy has great upside with his athletic ability. Right? But can you throw the ball and complete passes? That makes me very nervous. So I don't know if Anthony Richardson can be that guy. So that's just me. That's my 2 cents on that. I thought it was a little early, but I could be wrong. Like I'm not always right, right? I'm not always right. So maybe Anthony Richardson ends up, being a great quarterback. I just can't go with a guy that got a 53% completion percentage as a quarterback in the top five pick. I mean, if he sits for 2 years, he could be phenomenal. He's not Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was a hard worker. Jalen Hurts did a lot of stuff outside of the field, off the field. He did a lot of work by himself. He stayed extra. Now, Anthony Richardson may do the same thing, but this guy didn't win in high school. He didn't really win in college. I'm not saying he can't win in pros, but I just top four. That's tough. All right, moving on. Number five pick, guys, is Devon Witherspoon, the defensive back for Seattle. Seattle, hey, they trying to build another Legion of Boom, and I don't want to compare anything about that, guys. By them going ahead and be able to go get a quarterback that they really like, hey, they probably gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? You got I forgot the other corner, guys. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know. But you got these two young corners out there. One 6'2", 6'3", one's a 4'2", 4'3". Then you got this other guy who's a really good technician. Seattle might, hey guys, Seattle gonna be good. That's why I love Pete Carroll and I trust them for whatever they do. I trust them to make great decisions because they rarely miss on these type of guys, right? Next, guys, is the Raiders. They took Tyree Wilson. He better be nice. I mean, wow. He better be really good. I don't know if he's gonna be good. Like, right? Who knows, right? We didn't know Michael Parsons was gonna be the pass rusher that he is. So Tyree Wilson better be really good, Raiders. I don't really got any advice for who you should have picked right there, right? If y'all believe this guy can get to the quarterback, then you go get him. You can't, like I said, you can't go off what everybody else is saying. You have to go off your own intellect, your own scouts, right? So that's good. I guess that's good for the Raiders, right? Going on to the number 8 pick of the draft, which is to me one of the biggest impacts was Bijan Robinson to the Atlanta Falcons. Way to go, Bijan Robinson and Atlanta Falcons. I thought that was a really great pick. I think Bijan's going to be not nice. I think he's going to be a top running back. I don't think you have to wait to get running backs. You can, but if you see a guy that's extremely talented and he's a boom guy, then you go get him. You don't waste time going to get this type of guy. Next, guys, is Jalen Carter. Yes, Jalen Carter, the best defensive player of this draft. The Eagles. The Eagles picked Jalen Carter up. And I think with that D line that they got, all them Georgia guys, that D line's gonna be nasty. That D line, they already got one of the best defensive linemen from last year. Then you're gonna put Jalen Carter in there, who is like almost like on some Warren Sapp type stuff, the way he look at Georgia. Oh my God. Jalen Carter and that defensive line guys and Kobe Dean and all those accumulation of defensive players, I think this team can be really good and they can go back to the Super Bowl again and win it. Moving on, guys, I'm gonna move up a little bit to the Detroit pick, number 12 pick, and that was Jahmyr Gibbs. Detroit, if you don't think DeAndre Swift can be healthy or stay healthy, then that was a great pick because Jahmyr Gibbs to me is like a DeAndre Swift. Now I'm not gonna say DeAndre Swift is better than Jahmyr Gibbs or vice versa, but if he can't stay healthy, you need a running back that's dynamic to help Jared Goff out. And guys, I like Jared Goff this year in fantasy football. Make sure you pick up Jared Goff. I think he's going to be willing and dealing. He's going to be one of the best pocket passers in the whole, in the whole NFL this year, and in fantasy football. All right, guys, moving down to number 20, Jackson Smith and Jigba, slot receiver. Pete Carroll again, man. They awesome, man. They building a hell of a team. This team is going to be awesome, right? This team is going to be awesome with Jackson Smith and Jigba. You got the Seahawks making big time moves, guys, where Geno Smith is actually kind of valuable now. You might actually want to pick him up in fantasy. I mean, you got DK on the outside, then you got Tyler Lockett if he can stay healthy, and then you got Jackson Smith and Jigba that they say is better than Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. Wow. Right, so I thought the Seahawks they killed the draft. I think they win in the draft in the first round, if you ask me. Then you want to go on to then I'm gonna go on to pick 21 and Quentin Johnson with Mike Williams never being really healthy, I think this is a great pick. I mean, also you giving Justin Herbert more weapons too. So he gonna have 3 or 4 weapons out there with Palmer, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler. Yes, Austin Eckler. You have a lot of weapons. So Justin Herbert, you trying to push your quarterback to the next level. I thought that was a good pick. I thought it was a good move. Now, one of my favorite players of the draft that I think is going to be booming, I think this guy could be special, is Zay Flowers from Baltimore at pick 22. Yes, Zay Flowers, guys. I think Flowers. A lot of people are comparing him to Antonio Brown. I think he could be Antonio Brown. So I love Zay Flowers, guys. Nice pickup. He can be special. Lamar Jackson just got signed. I think this could be one of the best receiving corps in the NFL, especially if D Hop signs there. If D Hop signs there, NFL Super Bowl, here they come. And I stand on that. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm going to stand on that's what I'm going to believe that they can do, right? And pick number 23, all those receivers went back to back. Is Jordan Addison going to the Vikings. Now, look, I'm not going to cap. I've watched a little bit of Jordan Addison, but I think he's a smaller guy. I think he can be good. I think he can get like targeted in the slot. And I think he could be good on the outside, on the other side of Justin Jefferson. But I don't know if he's going to be the best wide receiver out of this group. I actually think that Zay Flowers is the best. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to be really good too. But Jordan Addison, he had a really good year with Kenny Pickett, and then he transferred to USC with Caleb Williams, and I think he's okay. I think he's going to be a good wide receiver, especially. I mean, anybody, as long as you got some talent on the other side of Justin Jefferson, you're going to be good. All right, and last but not least, guys, is Dalton Kincaid. He went to Buffalo. That was surprising. They just signed Dalton. What is it? Dawson Knox to a new deal like a year ago, and you already getting another tight end. Unless you believe this guy's Travis Kelce, that's a little early. But hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So I believe Dalton Kincaid, guys, is a good pick if they don't believe that Dawson Knox is the guy. Maybe they want to run the ball a little bit more. Maybe they want to use double tight ends and give the ball to James Cook and maybe another running back a little bit more, and that's fair, right? So I'm not gonna judge that. So yeah, but yeah, guys, I'm not gonna hold you up on this video. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. If you just now coming in, go back, rewind the video. Make sure you share the video, share the content, guys. I got a new studio coming. I got some new cameras. It's gonna be fire. So make sure you stay tuning in. I got a lot of videos I gotta release. I still want to break down some rookie wide receivers and maybe a couple rookie tight ends. And then I got a lot of other fantasy content, guys, coming. Cutting edge content, zero RB strategy here. But you don't have to go zero RB strategy. You can go. It's not always a skin of cat. It's all about your draft position. I'm also, guys, go to the description box and sign up for my OnlyFans. There, guys, I'm helping you drafts. I've helped a lot of people win championships. Some of those guys will be coming on to my channel. I will be doing a live with them. They'll be talking about some of the pointers that I gave them. Guys, I'm killing. Just check out my catalog. I've been right on a lot of guys nobody talked about from the draft last year. I still think Christian Watson is the best wide receiver, not the best route runner. Being the best route runner and being the best wide receiver is two different things, right? That's the way I see the game. Guys like Tyreek Hill impact the game more than a Devontae Adams. Even though Devontae Adams is a great wide receiver that run great routes, Tyreek Hill don't run routes like that, but he got the whole defense scared. The defensive coordinator is scared. So Christian Watson is going to do that for Jordan Love, and I also like Jordan Love. But it's not for this video. This video was on the 2023 rookie draft, guys. So, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.